Okay, Appliance Boot Camp. This is Mike Sneed coming to you again. We're here. We're putting the kilts on, sort of like a primer. Getting ready to actually start painting. We're here. So today and tomorrow and probably Monday and even a little bit in Tuesday we'll be painting. On Monday, they'll actually come out and they're gonna install a heating and air unit. But we got everything here done. I'm just waiting for the paint to get done and the heating and air to get in, and then I can trim out. Well, really, after they paint, we can trim. Yeah, we got everything here done now. If you see here, they're just putting kilts on the ceiling there so they can paint it. They're doing just doing a little bit of touch up on the drywall, putting another little coat on the drywall there. But yeah, we got everything done. Got the ceiling back here actually done. This is where the air handler was going to go back up in this ceiling. But yeah, we got everything done. And back here is the actual workstation. This is where the water heater will be right here. Right there is my backflow valve. I'm going to have a washer and dryer here. I'm going to have a mop sink there. So we here. Like I say, we're down here to the last little bit. We're gonna be finishing up and probably Thursday of this week coming up. Thursday this week coming up, we should be totally completed with this building. Once we finish this building, we're gonna then go back and start working on my houses I have. So I'm gonna take these same young men, and I'm gonna have them actually start renovating my houses. But we're here. Like I said, we'll be done about Thursday of this week, and Sunday I'm gonna have a little soft opening, and then from there we're gonna start putting it together where we're gonna actually. You gotta excuse me. I got dust and paint and everything on me. We're gonna after that we're gonna then becomes the hard part. And the hard part is never what we're doing right here. This right here is the easy part. Putting this together. This is the actual easy part right here, where we actually renovate this. The hard part is what's coming up after this, where I actually now got to take this business and actually I have to make it so that it produce a profit, where I got to put the business part together. So this part of renovating it, this is the easy part. After this week, it becomes the real work of actually putting the business together and making the business become where it's sustainable, where I don't have to be here. But I'm really happy with what they've done. It looks really good. Can't wait to get the colors on the wall. It's gonna look really nice. Can't wait to do that. I'm gonna read a couple of the comments and then we're gonna finish. I got a couple more things I need to do, and then I'm gonna leave them here. Hey, how you doing, Fabulous Life 50? How you doing? On QLB Media, it's looking good. These young men did a fabulous job. Yeah, they did. They've done a wonderful job. And like I say, I'm actually kind of in competition. If I step out here, outside, everybody is renovating out here. If you look here, all up and down the street here, you'll see people actually now starting to renovate. They're putting a coffee house there, but everybody's renovating, and I'm actually looking at the work that they're doing with the other people. I should say they're professionals. These guys are professionals now, and they're right on par. They're keeping right up with them. Their craftsmanship I told them their craftsmanship has gotten really good. Even the people who came in, like Slick and them, they came through, and Slick and them said, they'll use them to do work at their house. That's how well it is. All right. Thanks, Fabulous Life. It's looking good. Okay. Because we don't read, can't wait to open my ice cream shop with Uncle Mike. I'll call it Yummies. There you go. All right. Checking in from Augusta, Georgia, Space Age 3000. Okay. Keep pushing. Congrats, Wayside Bullies. Okay. Man, the ice cream shop finna be famous all over the state. Yeah, I can't wait for it to go because it's gonna be something I'm gonna be really proud of it. And like I say, my even my wife, she's came down here and looked at it a couple of times, and she swear up and down that I've contracted it out. She can't believe that these young men done it. She think I've contracted it out to somebody, but they done just an excellent job. I mean, just an excellent job. All right. Ernest Anderson, looking good. However, I don't have to tell you not to get a Samsung or LG for washing and dryer. Nah, you don't have to tell me that. I actually got a stack unit because what's happened, it's a little tight in space there. So I got a stack unit that I'm actually going to repair, and I'm going to actually shoot a video of me repairing it, and that's what I'm going to put in here to start off. J Real, how you doing? They say it looks good. Thanks. Chalandra, where is it located? It's located in Selmore, North Carolina. It's right beside the appliance boot camp. If I go outside, I'll show you. Okay. I go outside, I'll show you. If it's not too bright. This is the appliance boot camp right here. We actually painted we're painting the outside of it. If you can see, we painted the outside and we're fixing the outside of here, and we're gonna put a new awning on there, and we're putting our logos and stuff up here, but it's right beside the appliance boot camp. So this is the appliance boot camp right here. Right next door is the ice cream parlor. When I purchased the appliance boot camp building, I also purchased this one together. So I was able to purchase both buildings, and we got the appliance boot camp up and running. And so once we got that up and running, the guys came over here, and now they're getting the ice cream up and running. And once we get the ice, once the ice cream is up and running, we're going back to appliance boot camp and doing some final touch-ups to get where it needs to be at the final, how it should look final. So we're working on the outside now, and we're gonna go back and retouch up the inside. We'll be totally done with the appliance boot camp. Then from there, these guys are gonna be going out to my rental property. And so that's what we done. We got one business up and running where we could make money off of it. And then from the money from there, we took that money and put it into this business. And now we're gonna have this business up and running. I can take money from this business and the appliance boot camp and the other stuff I got going on, and I can take that money and put it into my rental properties and get those up and running, the ones that I have left. And we'll just see where it goes from there. All right. Thanks, J Real. J Real says it's looking good. Look like we're in a fabulous location. We're changing it. It's actually people coming back downtown. Now I'm starting to see people actually walking because of the shutdown that we had actually forced people to actually now kind of stay local. So now people are more into walking downtowns, especially into the small areas. And I'm going to actually try to capitalize on that, where they can actually come here and walk around, get some ice creams, and visit the shops. Okay. Okay, how you doing? Engineer appliance repair. Okay. Because they don't read, they're renovating because you're about to bring business. Yeah, when they see, it's funny. If once one place start doing work and start building up, then the people, the other places around it actually start doing work too. Kind of like the broken glass syndrome. If they say, if one building get broken glass, it won't be long for all the buildings to have broken glass if you don't fix it. Same thing with these buildings. Now that we're fixing them up, it's giving people motivation where they're actually now fixing theirs up, and everybody's out here working. And it's going to be nice down here. Bet Win, how much was that commercial property? I paid $30,000 for 2 buildings, so that's might as well say $15,000 for this. I paid $15,000 for this one and $15,000 for the other one. I put about into this ice cream parlor. I have maybe $25,000, $30,000. I put on top of that after I'm said and done total to get the business up and running. And so for the cost of just about what I would have paid for a C8 Corvette, I have a up and running business, and I gotta make it. I gotta make this business right here turn about $250 a year. So I'm gonna follow the blueprint that I got from that I bought for the ice cream parlor. and from that blueprint, I should be turning somewhere about 250. Looking at my numbers, and that's what I'm gonna be pushing for. And I've been talking to like my friend that owns the tropical smoothies and stuff, and he's told me things that I can do to actually get the numbers up, and I'm gonna follow his lead too. All right, Solandra, looks like it's coming along nice. Yeah, it is, and it hasn't been that long. We started on this maybe 3 months now. It's been about maybe 3 to 4 months that we actually been working on this full time, and they got it looking really nice. Can't wait to see it in the next couple of days when we get the colors all on the wall. All right. So is it a franchise ice cream parlor? No, it's not a franchise. I bought the ice cream. I bought the building, and from there I was looking for a business to put in. Always somebody. I was actually talking to Slick this past weekend. This past week when he came up, and we were talking about why did I go to the ice cream parlor, because I had said 2 or 3 other things I was going to do. But I'm always, as you become an entrepreneur, where a lot of you are right now, you're gonna always, when you go to other businesses and go to other parts of towns and other cities, you're gonna always start to look at what you can, different businesses, and see if you can do those businesses, and then you'll start to research them. So I always have maybe 4 or 5 different business ideas constantly in my head that I could actually put together and actually make money. So when I got the space, I ran down 2 or 3 different ones that I was going to try to do. Those didn't work out, or it just wasn't going to be feasible for me to do them with the price that I had. Then the next one I got to was the ice cream parlor, and from there I went out and I bought a business plan. I didn't buy a franchise. I bought a business plan from a guy called Mystic Ice Cream. A guy named Marco, Jeff Marco down in Florida. He does an ice cream boot camp. So I purchased his boot camp, just like I do the appliance boot camp. He has a 1 weekend ice cream boot camp where you come down and he shows you how to start an ice cream parlor for less than $13,000. You can put an ice cream parlor together, not build out like I done. I actually bought this property and renovated this property. So I'm a little bit more than what they would do, because I'm gonna have, like I say, total in here, I'm gonna have somewhere right at about maybe 50,000, about 50,000 total, between 40 and 50,000 total to actually put mines together. But if I was following his plan all the way to the T, where I was going out and was going to rent someplace, I could have done it for less than $13,000. And from his $13,000, he can generate about $180,000 in an ice cream parlor, and he's just open from 6 in the afternoon to 10 at night. He's just open 4 hours out the day. But mine, I'm gonna run it a little bit different. I'm gonna follow his, but I'm gonna also incorporate some of the things that my friends that own the tropical smoothies, what they do. I'm gonna incorporate some of their things and actually boost it up a little bit more, and hopefully then I'll be able to get it to 250 for following their format and following his, kind of merging the two together. All right. Okay. All right. So that's about it. I'm just coming real quick. Like I said, it's moving fast. I'll come back again probably twice next week. I'll come right after we get the paint and stuff on the walls and get the air conditioning unit in, and then I'll come once we trim out. So you'll see me twice next week with the ice cream parlor actually coming together. And we came together fast. Like I say, whenever you're doing something like this, you need to put a date together of when you're going to open. That way, it forces you to actually go and complete it. So I know I already invited my family and friends up here for July the 5th. Nobody can go anywhere. They don't want to travel because of the coronavirus and stuff. So with that, everybody's just going to come here and kind of see what we got. With that, I know I got people coming. So it forces me now to actually finish this thing up. So that's why I'm here all day today, and probably late into the night. I'll be here tomorrow, and it's going to be here all the way up until about Thursday or Friday when we're totally done. And I can't wait to see the finished product. I can't wait to bring it to you all. Once again, the only way I can do this and make it possible is from an appliance repair. The money I make from appliance repair is the money that I use to purchase these buildings. It's the money that I use to actually renovate these buildings. Everything is made possible from appliance repair. The money that I use to buy my houses, and I'm paying cash. I'm not out here borrowing money or anything. I'm doing it strictly through cash flow, and I'm taking the money from my small businesses that I own. That appliance repair kicks off enough residual income where you can actually then actually come out here and actually pay cash for a building. And you can actually then pay cash to actually renovate it. I'm not taking out any loans. When I walk into this place in about 2 weeks with the doors open and we strictly open for business, I'll be totally debt free. I have a totally paid for business, totally paid for building, and we'll be making money from day one. And it won't be no stress. It gives us time to actually for the business to actually get itself up, get the legs up under it, and also it give us time to get outside of this what they call so-called pandemic. And also what it'll do, I'm catching it, I'm opening it right towards the middle, towards the end of the summer. Usually you want to be open at the beginning of the summer. You make all your money throughout the spring, through the summer, to get your ice cream parlor going. You have those months where you make all your money to store up for the winter. But because I don't I don't have to pay no rent. I own everything outright. It gives me time. I don't have to be rushed, where I can actually let the business grow the way it should grow. Once again, thank you all for tuning in. If you hadn't already, go to Appliance Bootcamp and actually purchase the course, and you can actually find out how I actually make my money. And don't forget to tune in with us on Monday from 8 to 9 for Appliance Bootcamp Live. Once again, thank you all for watching.